So I finally got to play AEW Fight Forever, and honestly I had a lot of fun. What I like the most is that it gives you that classic wrestling game feel, yet at the same time it feels like something we've never seen before. Yes, it's an arcade wrestling game and a lot of it is very goofy, but I'll tell you, they didn't forget to keep it realistic. And have we ever seen that much blood in a wrestling game?
Oh my god, that's a whole ass barbecue!
Welcome back to the channel. So first of all, shout out to THQ for sending me the game early. I would say for the most part I had a really positive experience, and in today's video I want to talk about some of the matches I had, and I even completed the entire road to elite mode. I'll talk about that later in the video, but it's really good. Like, that's exactly how I want my career mode in a wrestling game. It's pretty much like Just Bring It or Here Comes the Pain, and it does have that replay value, at least for a while, because there are many different storylines you're going to experience each time. My general thoughts about the gameplay are simple. The first time you'll pick up the controller, you won't necessarily know how to feel. It will take time to get used to the controls. At first you'll find it difficult to connect with the moves. It will probably take like 3 or 4 matches for you to be like, okay, I'm having fun with this game. I absolutely love the fact that every single wrestler feels different. When you're playing as a cruiserweight, you can feel that. When you're playing as a giant, you can also feel that. The selection of weapons is absolutely crazy. That is the most fun part about the game. If you've never played this game and you kinda wanna get an idea on how it plays, I guess one of the best examples I could give you is SmackDown Here Comes the Pain. Once you actually know what you're doing, it's a lot of fun. And you just gotta love all the little things that this game has to offer. There are plenty of things that I could nitpick, you know, but for me, what I hated the most is running. I know they're going for this old school feel, but for me personally, I feel like it's kinda dated. Like, you literally cannot turn. At first, it's really annoying. Another big disappointment is the lack of match types. The ones that we have are really fun, but you can definitely feel the lack of it. First, I want to talk about the first matches I had in the game. One of the first matches I had was a triple threat match for the TNT Championship. I was playing as Jeff and quickly realized Wardlow is a powerhouse. Me and Darby Allin managed to hit a couple of tag team moves, and you just gotta love the way the high-flying moves connect in this game. It just doesn't feel too perfect, if that makes any sense. And yes, after that Swanton Bomb, I won the TNT Championship. Then I jumped into Lights Out, played as Christian against MJF for the World Heavyweight Championship. I popped when I hit MJF with the baseball bat and he almost fell out of the ring. Like I've said, high-flying moves just hit different. During this match I got to use a lot more of the environment. I actually somehow managed to powerbomb MJF on the steel steps. Maybe a bit botchy, but suicide dive and he hits the barricade. Kill switch on the floor, of course. I hit MJF with a weapon. My man is leaning on the ropes and I did this, which looked so amazing. I popped hard when I pulled out the thumbtacks. I let that little ball sack loose and pretty much accidentally just created one of the best wrestling game finishes of all time. You can even see the little pain effects going on from the thumbtacks. And yes, I won the AEW Championship. Another championship match, Adam Page versus Christian. I was Adam Page and it didn't go that well. Don't get me wrong, I had a few cool spots like this one, like we were really using that barricade right here. I even broke the table, which looked pretty cool. And yes, people, you can actually use the broken pieces of the table. But then my man just hit me with a signature and I couldn't kick out. That was a disappointment. Yeah, we had to do a rematch. After that, I was on a roll, man. I was beating Christian's ass with everything I had. And I gotta say, Adam Page is really fun to use in this game. The AI decided to do something pretty cool right here. I did a random dropkick and he hit the apron. And yeah, some of these weapons are really weird. But then I finally found it. I felt like a kid on Christmas Day. And I gotta say, I was just chilling. I was just chilling with the skateboard. Christian tried to stop my fun, but then he got what he deserved. This was a pretty fun match. We used all sorts of weapons, some better than others. I really liked the bottle, but my main goal was to hit the lariat. I really wanted to see how that looks. I finally hit it on Christian's bloody ass body, and I gotta say, hitting Adam Page's finisher in this game is really satisfying. And yes, we have a new champion. It was finally time to use CM Punk in an exploding barbed wire death match. This match type surprised the hell out of me. It was a lot more fun than expected. Every time you touch the ropes, you get electrocuted. Sometimes just a little bit, but sometimes you get stuck in there, man. You get stuck in there and you bleed like a pig. Man, in this particular match, we didn't didn't break the table, which is really unfortunate, but you can do that. And yes, once that timer runs out, just like in real life, the ring just explodes. This match type had no right to bang this hard, man. And of course, just like you expected, I won the championship again. I even finished Road to Elite as Christian, which was actually a pretty fun game mode, unfortunately pretty short. So I was playing as Christian, I signed the AEW contract. The next big thing is coming. First match is a casino battle royal, and man, I eliminated, I believe, every single competitor. Man, this was a really stressful match because I really wanted to win. Like, that's the first match. It's a big one. And you know, if you win this match, obviously something big is happening. Maybe you're going to win the AEW World Championship after this one, right? So I was going with these eliminations, and then I got eliminated, and that ruined my day. I was doing so good. And then all the traveling, which is actually one of the best things about this game mode. I definitely felt better after a jumbo slice. Talked to some marks, met Nyla Rose, and went on to face Malachi Black. So yeah, here's the thing, right? So the match was great, it's all fun. I lost, but the finish was so good, I'm not even complaining. Didn't feel good to lose 2 matches in a row though. Body Shirt 8 worked out, met Jungle Boy, took a picture, it's time to move on. So then we had a storyline with Malachi Black as a tag team. We were going against certain tag teams, and I don't feel like it was that fun because I hate tag team matches where I can't play as my partner. So obviously I just played as Christian, and I did a pretty cool job, you know. I won the matches. We had some very fun cutscenes, you know. Malachi finally appreciating our man. Someone stole my gear, and at that point I didn't know who. And you know what? Me and Malachi Black, we won the AEW Tag Team Championships. And Malachi Black decided to confess. He was the one who stole my bag. He was like, no big deal, right? And I mean, it's a bag. It's just my attire. So obviously I kicked the out of that dude, man. Come on. Who does that? So what was weird about this is that this storyline ended. I was the tag team champion. I never lost. Even in statistic, I was listed as the tag team champion, but I never came out with the championship, which really bugged me out. As a matter of fact, I finished the whole game mode as being the tag team champion without it ever being acknowledged again. Then I defeated Wardlow, and we entered a brand new storyline. MJF the sneaky bastard attacked me from behind, but we got Rey Fenix with the save. And at that point I was like, wait, I already have a tag team partner. We're not finishing this storyline? What? Pac says I have something to prove. He allowed me to choose any partner, and I picked Pac. I didn't want to. I don't like tag team matches. I randomly met CM Punk though, and he said he has a debut match, his AEW debut match on Rampage. You know, honestly, I was like, I want to keep it kinda realistic, you know. I'm weird with this shit, right? Okay, let's keep it realistic. I had this weird urge to be like, let's allow CM Punk to win. So I had a pretty banger match, you know. I was playing it realistic. I was having a lot of fun. It's a huge match, and by the end of it I said, F it, I'm gonna win. And that's exactly what I did. Go backstage, eat a muffin, and cry a little bit. So you know, I was really having a lot of fun with the game mode. There are many fun cutscenes. I can only assume a lot of different storylines. Taking pictures is really funny. This particular storyline ended very simply. I just simply didn't want to join. So I had a one-on-one match against Pac, and these two just interfered, and I was like guaranteed to lose. So I simply gave up. I was like, okay, I get it. I have to lose this, right? And kinda accidentally we had an amazing tag team spot right here. Of course, Pac won the match. Then there was this all talk about the exploding barbed wire death match, rope full of exploding shit type of deal. And I was basically in a rivalry against Jon Moxley and Kenny Omega. Eventually, it turned out to be me against Mox at Revolution. So this was pretty great, not for a championship or anything like that, but a pretty fun match. Unfortunately, I lost. I lost against Jon Moxley, but that was a pretty fun match. It seemed like every time I got something big going on, I just lost and my momentum was absolutely destroyed. The last storyline was a bunch of AEW women just giving me challenges. So we got a gauntlet match in which I won very quickly against all 3 opponents, which was really fun. I got cocky. I got the second match. The first opponent was the Big Show, and I was like, I want to do something cool. I want to do some moves and shit, and I lost against the Big Show. I got another challenge. It was a fatal 4-way match and I lost again. I don't know what happened to me. Like at this point I was pretty good at the game, but I just got very unlucky. I can only assume I forgot to eat during the game. Then I finally got the AEW World Championship opportunity. I had no idea this is literally the last match I'm ever going to have. Before the match I was talking to my demons, I assume. I even had to have a match against it. I won and I was like, okay, I'm ready for that match. It's a fatal 4-way. I knew something is going to happen, so I was doing really good. I was trying really hard, but you know what, people? I lost again. This is the saddest shit I've ever seen in my entire life. And that was it. No more matches for me. What a terrible run. By far the biggest positives about the game are Road to Elite and the actual gameplay, because everything else, you can kinda tell this is the first AEW video game. Create an arena is really limited. You can't import logos and there are just a few arena templates. You can add objects and stuff, and when you customize the ring, I guess you can make it look like Japan. It's not horrible, it's just that it doesn't give you that much freedom, and not having logos is really outdated nowadays, I guess. Create a wrestler is not spectacular either. It's good enough to create your own wrestler, I assume, but if you wanna create someone from the WWE, you're not gonna have that much luck. And these are things you can't really patch. I guess I could say it's good enough for the first ever AEW video game, and now they have something to work on. So that was my AEW Fight Forever experience. Thank you for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Did you get the game? Are you enjoying it? Thank you for watching The Great One. Peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.